How often do we explore the fascinating ways our languages describe smells and tastes? Today, we dive into the world of collocations connected with smells and tastes. First up, we have to have a taste. This phrase can describe the act of trying a small amount of food or drink to experience its flavor. For instance, she had a taste of the spicy curry and instantly fell in love with it. Next, we find to have a smell. This phrase describes the presence of a particular scent. For instance, the room had a smell of fresh lavender, calming and soothing. Our third collocation is to have a whiff of. This phrase describes the act of taking a brief smell of something. For example, once he had a whiff of the freshly baked bread, he couldn't resist buying a loaf. Then there's to smell off. It refers to the condition when something doesn't smell as it should, often indicating spoilage. For example, the milk smells off. It must have spoiled. Next, we encounter to give off a smell. This phrase describes the act of emitting a certain scent. For instance, the flowers in the garden give off a delightful smell in the spring. Sixth on our list is to go sour. It describes the situation when food or drink has spoiled and become acidic. For example, the orange juice went sour after being left out in the sun. Moving on to metaphorical collocations, we have leave a bad, unpleasant taste in someone's mouth. This phrase describes the lingering feeling of discomfort or displeasure after an unpleasant experience. For example, the rude behavior of the shopkeeper left a bad taste in her mouth. Next is to taste freedom. This phrase is used to describe the experience of liberation or independence. For example, after years of oppressive rule, the citizens finally tasted freedom. Then we have to share the same taste in. This phrase is used when two or more people enjoy the same things. For example, they share the same taste in music, both loving jazz. 10th, we have to develop a taste for. This phrase describes acquiring a liking for something over time. For example, he has developed a taste for classical music over the years. Next is to smell danger. This phrase is used to sense a possible threat or trouble. For example, the experienced detective could smell danger in the seemingly peaceful neighborhood. Lastly, we have to get a flavor of. This phrase describes getting a brief experience or understanding of something. For example, during her short visit, she got a flavor of the local culture. To recap, today's exploration of collocations connected with smells and tastes included to have a taste, to have a smell, to have a whiff of, to smell off, to give off a smell, to go sour, leave a bad unpleasant taste in someone's mouth, to taste freedom, to share the same taste in, to develop a taste for, to smell danger, and to get a flavor of. Each of these phrases adds a unique taste and smell to our language, enhancing the richness of our conversations.